Tom London Show is brought to you by the one and only Suzuki Rivonia. How's it, my China? When the Afrikaners got to Texas, there was no one there saying, how's it, my China? That's for sure. They were, howdy, welcome to Texas. Welcome. I've been watching the Afrikaners go to America this week. That's what I've been doing. What have you been doing? Have you been watching the story as much as I have? Sure. I got a lot to say. I got a lot of different thoughts. I got a lot of thoughts. I know Tonya and I always disagree on this stuff because I say, don't be hard. I don't think you should be hard on immigrants, ever. So we'll have this debate just now. Okay, well, hold on. Let me introduce everybody. Okay, wait. Tonya Curry in Sodwana Bay. Back on our screens, back out of intensive care. She's all right now. And wearing his fake Scottish hat, Alistair Jameson, the only Jameson in Germiston. I believe the Zamazamers are blowing up Germiston from underneath. It was in News 24 that the residents can't sleep at night because of the Zamazamers making bombs underneath your house. Have you felt that? No? You haven't been woken up by the Zamazama bomb blasts that are heading?
Double Jameson that I've been drinking.
I didn't catch a word of that.
No, me too. Maybe it was the Zamas.
No? Can you?
Maybe you muted me.
I've not muted you. We can hear you, Alistair. I was on a roll with my Afrikaner story, and now look at this. Yes.
Yeah. I said that maybe it was the double Jamesons that I've been on.
Oh no! Can anyone stick to the topic here? Are you sure you haven't felt any tremors in Germiston?
None.
Because News 24 says that people are being guided out of their houses by community leaders and things every time a Zamazama blows up another piece of Germiston. It's News 24, I read it. Also, this thing with the guy in Parliament that he had a problem with Gwede Mantashe's son being on one of the CETA boards. I saw News 24, Times Live, IOL, all spelled CETA differently. 3 different ways to spell it. Like, whoa, wow.
I have the same problem with the Amerikaners. What is the actual number, guys, of those Americans?
No, it's about 40 Afrikaans people who went from the East Rand.
About. Why does it say about?
I don't know, man. It doesn't matter. It's 40 odd people or whatever. I was thinking about
49.
this. 40. There we go. The official number, 49.
They're not 49. Today.
Welcome to you as you join the Tom. Welcome to you as you join the Tom London Show on this. What is it? Thursday afternoon, 3 p.m. is when we go live. Myself, Alistair Jameson, the only Jameson in Germiston. Tonya Curry down in I don't even know where Sodwana Bay is. I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to land up there very soon for a few days.
Inshallah.
Yeah, so when I was 13 years old, I found myself standing on the corner of Needles in the Texas We're in the Texas Panhandle, up in Texas in the United States of America. All I'd seen of the United States was New York City, which is, as it is in the movies, as impressive and as wonderful. And Los Angeles, which reminds me of the... everybody wears sunscreen. Like, don't live in LA too long because it makes you soft. You do. You see people absolutely mad if they live in LA for too long. And that's all I'd seen of America. And we were driving 4,500 Ks across the states to go live in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And we were in the Texas Panhandle. We'd ordered some fried chicken from a non-franchise store. And we were standing in a very rusty kind of garage in a one-horse town in Texas, me and my family. And a bucky came down the road. Well, in America, they call it a pickup, or a truck. Here a bucky was a bucky coming down the road, and there were 4 people sitting on the tailgate. The tailgate of the bucky was down, and there were 4 people sitting on the tailgate with their flip-flops scraping on the road as the bucky drove
past.
Those
are South Africans.
And I thought to myself, That could be Boksburg.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
It could be Sedwana. Not gonna lie.
I thought we even my family, we all looked at each other and went, "Wow, we've seen that before. We've seen that before in Brakpan." We have.
Yeah.
I love the music.
So you like that? So I was thinking that the you know. It doesn't matter whether you're English or Afrikaans, really, or where. But if you're from Boksburg and you immigrate to Texas and you land up, it doesn't look like they're in Dallas or one of the big places. You land up in Texas. It's kind of like moving to Brakpan. It is. It's kind of like moving to Brakpan. So I think they're going to be fine. I honestly think they're going to be fine.
No, I think they're going to be more than fine. I think they're going to work very hard, but I think they're going to be fine. They'll be fine, and they should go. They should enjoy themselves. Enjoy. It's okay. Just don't come back.
No, man, don't say that. I don't.
No, you don't get choices like that.
No, that whole thing's nonsense. Oh, the government started that. Oh, if you leave, then you can never come back.
Refugee. Yeah. It's not that you left of your own will.
Here we go.
I mean,
Alistair, these are the conversations we have at night. Just by the way, Tonya and I.
Guys,
they go exactly like this. They go exactly. I knew she was going to get me into one of these. Here we go.
Can I just say, guys?
Thank you very much.
That Tom and I love each other very much, but we can kill each other. And there's the full moon out.
Thank you very much.
Tonya wanted to put the full moon on the running order. I saw no reason to put the full moon on the running order. Yeah.
And now you understand.
No, I'd rather be talking about the full moon. So anyway, so the 40 Afrikaans families, they went off to Texas, and they've been assimilated into American culture, waving American.
They have their little flags.
You see, that's been condescending.
I have a question.
Little.
I'm still trying to get my question
They're their
answered.
little flags.
All right. What is your question, Alistair?
How does Charlize Theron feel now that all 40 South African Afrikaans families have left the country?
She was wrong. Charlie
That's terrible.
was wrong.
Stop it, Walter Freden Park.
said-
You're not supposed to
she
encourage these people.
She said there were 43. She's 43. I mean, the population growth is enormous if it's 49.
Don't encourage them. Stop it. Walter Freden Park is out of control.
It must be one of those well-behaved babies that they were carrying.
Yeah, exactly. The fur suckers.
You see, you Oaks, I think, like, my thing is, I don't make fun of anyone who immigrates, because people who leave the country of their birth, they never leave it because they're happy and having fun. There's always because they do feel they've been whatever, nicked around. I do. I got sympathy. I don't say they're right. I'm not saying there's a genocide. I don't say there's no genocide's a big word. No. I'm not saying any of that.
They're not refugees. They're not refugees.
Well, according to
Donald
Trump, they are. According to the big boss. We know he's the world's big boss. He's the CEO of the world now. Elon's the COO. We know this. He's the big boss. He said they are. So what are you going to do? The big boss.
You cannot start a sentence by saying. You cannot start a sentence by saying.
Thank you very much.
You cannot start a sentence by saying, I don't have a problem with people who immigrate. They didn't immigrate. They said they were refugees of a genocide.
Well, they left. I mean, substitute the word immigrate for left. They left.
No, we don't. No, not left. They were refugees.
Because they didn't. Before the big boss said they were refugees, they didn't say they were. They weren't at the American embassy in Sandton queuing up saying, we are refugees, please let us in. There weren't 49 Afrikaans families outside camping out there. It was only when the big boss said, the refugees can come, then people piled off to Sandton to try and get into America because South Africans have been trying to get into America for a long time.
Come on.
Some people have tried to get into America for 20 years and they can't get in. And now all you have to do is say,
they must go.
all you have to do now is, so it's a tough one now because I know people who've wanted to live in America for a long time and the Americans say, no, you can't come here.
Exactly.
Right? It's been tough.
From all over the
And
world.
now,
From all over the world. What about the Gazans? Are they refugees?
now, all you have to do in South Africa is say, I'm a refugee.
I'm white. I'm white and I'm Afrikaans. That's what you've got to say.
No, I
Because
don't think you
that
actually
opens the
even
door
have
for
to
people
say it.
Do
you know the
America
open-
are actually not farmers at all.
What, those people weren't farmers? They weren't.
No, they're not
They're not farmers
farmers.
at all.
Somebody said they were
No.
car guards.
Thank you very much.
One of
I
them,
heard that they were
no.
car guards from Pretoria.
That's what I heard.
Very much.
I heard they
One
were
or
car
two
guards from
car
Boksburg.
guards. There was another oak had a really decent job in construction, earning like 20 grand a
Yes,
month.
people have been wanting to
Like-
live in America forever.
Of course. Okay, you're not a refugee from a genocide.
All you have
If
to
we
do
can
is say
agree
that. All you have to
we're
do is
all
say
happy.
that. It's never
Well,
been
then we're all
simpler to get
happy.
into America from South Africa. I have got 20 people I know who haven't been able to get into America because they don't have the qualification of $5 million or whatever the hell you need to get in.
Dude, what about the Afghanis?
No one can get in. Only the Mexicans because they live next door and the Canadians. But
They've been sent
That's
back.
the other thing.
but now all you have to do.
Alan and I are agreeing, by the way.
Really, the two of you are agreeing?
I think we're agreeing. Are we agreeing that we don't like the Amerikaners?
How can you say that on an American platform?
I think they've done well. I think they've done well
YouTube
for
and
themselves.
Facebook, both
Oh,
American
you think
platforms.
they've done well? Oh, okay.
Oh, you're disagreeing now?
I think we're sort of on the same thing because he's also saying, well, they're not refugees. You are saying they're not refugees, don't you?
According
I
to the
think-
CEO, the
From what
big boss of the world, they are. Yes, Alistair.
It depends on who you listen to in this country. And I'm not talking AfriForum or
Can
any
I
one of
say
those
this?
kind of guys.
I don't think it matters who you listen to in this country. America is the big country. Donald Trump is the big boss, and it matters what they say.
Does it?
Yeah, of course,
Is it
man.
really?
The big bosses are there.
Or is Putin really the big boss?
Oh, come on, man.
I mean,
Now you see.
he
Now
hasn't
next thing
shown
she's going to
his
tell me that
cards.
they didn't land on the moon or something.
No,
Come
I
on.
don't know, but I believe they landed on the moon. Oh, to everybody, you know what? The other thing I just want to say, okay, is
When she starts wagging her finger like that.
Oh, wait, she's putting her glasses on.
Do you see? There's the finger wag.
you
Then
do
the
not
glasses move. Here it comes. Here it
Get
comes. You're going to get lectured
to
now. You're
come
getting lectured.
back.
I think that they should be
do
allowed to
not
come back. But
let-
if they come
no.
back, they have to go live in Brakpan.
Thank you very much.
Not Brad fan.
Okay, we'll punish them
Let
even
go-
more.
let go
Nigel,
for them.
Nigel, they'll have to live in
No.
Nigel.
No, not Nigel.
Where your
They've
dogs
gotta
are, where
go-
your dogs are coming from. Let's talk about dogs, shall we?
Oh, you cut the combo? Did you
Oh,
time out there?
No,
Tom
it's all
London?
right. Carry on. Yeah. I actually
thought-
wanted to
I thought you
read
wanted to talk about. Yeah, go on.
I wanted to read the comments.
Oh, okay. Let's
And I also just wanted to talk about our president going off to Donald Trump.
That's what you wanted to talk
I
about.
wanted
Very
to talk about that a lot, actually. Okay, let's check out who's in the room on the live Tom London Show, 3 p.m. South African time. Tuesdays and Thursdays is when we are live. Helen Mitvach is on board. Una Guide is on board. Margaret Guider says, hello, everybody, and glad you are better, Tonya. Hello, my dysfunctional, says Anita, number one. Welcome back, says Anita. Marlene Falkenberg says, hi, Tom and Alistair and Tonya. Happy to see you back. Helen Mitvach says, yay, Tonya's laugh is back. I missed her laugh. Didn't you miss her laugh? I really missed her laugh as well.
Almost did.
Gail E. Mortensen, hi everybody. Keep yourselves cozy in Josie and elsewhere in SA so that winter chill XC stays put. Okay, Mensa. Chilean Corona is on board. My Corona. Emily Hudson says, hi, my beautiful people. Welcome back, Tonya. So lovely to see your face. Going to enjoy our time together.
You guys.
Anita Henning Barnard says, hi, ... Ooh.
Hello, Anita.
When there are 4 dots behind the hi, we know what that means.
What does it mean?
It means I'm ready for a happy evening. Heather Knickelbind says, good afternoon, all of you dysfunctionals. Good to have you back, Tonya. Gwen Sanders says, yay, Tonya is back. That laugh.
That's so precious.
Wow, Tonya is here. Thought you had gone to the USA,
thanks,
Tonya.
No ways. RSA, not DNA, man.
Just move in together. No, we will kill each other. One will die.
Oh boy, you don't know what you're asking
One
for when
will
you ask for that.
Una Guida says, I think the Amerikaners actually arrived during the full moon. Show the world goes nuts when the moon is out.
Yeah, there you
Stop
my friend.
picking on the Amerikaners.
No, it's not. It's the moon.
Una Guida says they didn't immigrate, they fled as refugees. I hear you, Brackpan equals Texas. Good luck to them. Don't think most of them are going to make it. Some look rather fat from the good life here, says Margaret. So there's no sympathy there. Does anybody in my community have any sympathy for these people? Melanie Crosby says, I have... You see, now here's my point, right? And this is exactly my point. Melanie Crosby says, I have friends... I have friends who have left after being shot in their homes. I think their fears are valid. And I got to tell you, so this is where, right? So I 100% agree, because I've had friends. I've had friends who've been shot in their homes, and the first thing they did was get on a plane and leave South Africa. I've seen it. So, right?
Completely valid.
Right. I understand
That's every South African story.
And so I think you see...
That is not a genocide on white Afrikaans farmers.
Agreed. And I agree with that as well. However, when I think we are so good at making fun of each other in South Africa, maybe that's a good thing. It keeps us from fighting. But we're all making fun of these people now. And I think the making fun of it kind of tramples on the legitimate fears of people who've left the country.
And you're right.
You're right. That's what I'm saying.
You're right. No, you are right.
Because it's everywhere. Everywhere people's making fun. Everywhere. Even I was, I was actually not making fun because Texas is like Brackpan. It really is. I wasn't making fun when I said that. I was being very factual.
No, listen, let's be clear on one thing, and this is for Mal, okay, because I know her personally.
Yes.
Is there a genocide in South Africa?
No.
100%. That genocide is our rape statistics, our femicide statistics. There you have numbers that are equivalent to that of a war zone.
Then you should
pick the wrong genocide.
All right. Well, at what point do I get to talk about the dogs? There we go. See how things. Alistair, did you feel the air get? Alistair, did you feel? Did you feel the air get thick?
Shuddered.
I shuddered. I felt the air.
Did you feel the zama?
The air got thin. I felt the air. It was like being on the peak of Mount Everest for 30 seconds. I felt the air go thin.
Just use the right genocide.
I'm scared to read the rest of the comments now. Una Guida, they applied under a refugee program. It's the easiest way to get into America now. But the problem is all your friends and family and probably the media, Twitter and X, they're going to track these people down. And just now we're going to say, it's the Fantonda family that lived on the corner of First and the Anpina Street. We're going to get outed. Yes.
They are going to get outed.
That's the only problem. You have to...
In a minute.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Tonya.
Now, guys, you understand what happens with Tom and I night time
This
when
is
we talk
every
about
night,
politics.
every night, and
every night.
every night this happens. Every night this happens. Every night.
For 3 hours.
Mbata Noritando says, I love her. I'm guessing Mbata's talking about you.
Oh, I love you back, Mbata.
I've seen those crime scenes with my own eyes for years. People say this does not happen. They do not know what they're talking about. No, sorry, Eva. I agree. And I've seen them as well. I've known people who've had the most despicable things happen to them.
Yes.
And perhaps we've just, let me say this, Tonya, because it's easy to defend a position and then exclude someone else's position whenever we argue it.
Yeah.
But I think what you said earlier is easy to, it's easy for your point to get lost in the noise. That as a country, we have a violence. I like to use the word violence. We have a violence problem.
Yes,
I always say South Africans are wonderful people until you touch us on our FU button, whatever it is that flips our switch. It could be alcohol. That might be a huge contributing factor on a Friday night and month end.
Yeah, if you ask me, I'm going to say yes.
But we've got a problem where we are, instead of decreasingly, we increasingly sort our problems and our frustrations out with violence. And then there are even people where it's just ingrained in their DNA, it seems, to be violent. And it's a South African, us, I say us, not
phenomenon.
One group of, it's us. I've
South
worked,
African phenomenon.
I've been everywhere in this country. I've been up and down and seen everybody with the capacity to be violent in South Africa.
I saw a guy crossing the road with a couple of cold drinks in his arms.
Yeah.
Get attacked by a 60-60 rider because he wouldn't wait for the 60-60 rider to drive past.
Yeah, people are aggro, and we sort each other out.
They're super aggro. But the other thing, it's not just aggro. Sorry, Tom. It's not just aggro. Like, we have a phenomenon in South Africa. It's murder most foul. We have the most heinous crimes.
Yeah.
Like those, we're talking about those farm murders. I don't want to dismiss them.
Yeah, you can't. They're very real. Very real.
Of course, they're very real. And there are a lot of other people that are killed on farms that are not farmers.
Do you think we're all hurting? Do you think, here's a question. Do you think, despite how we have tried for 30 years to put on the clown face and smile as a country, do you think we are all hurting?
I think we are.
Absolutely.
Like, Jesus.
Do you think we're all hurting? So when one group of people in South Africa says, I am hurting, everyone else says, you know what, sorry for you, but because guess what? I've got a twice. I think that it just looks like that's what's going on.
I agree. And
the starting point for fixing these things is not fighting about them, it's acknowledging them. It's like joint acknowledgement. Yes, this is the problem. We've got a problem. Yeah. This is where we start. Like, if only we could do that with our healthcare system in South Africa, and we could agree on it, that yes, we have a problem. I have had a headache for 3 days now because of the stuff that is coming at me. People with relatives who are lying on floors, people with relatives who are dying and all they want is a second opinion. People all over, Tom, what do we do? And I'm lost for words now. And
we've heard, Tom, how there's just no money. There's no more heart surgery. There's no more
I'm lost for words. I don't even know what to tell people because now I'm seeing...
You're just going to die.
Now I'm seeing people with medical aids putting back-a-buddy campaigns together to try and sort out the gap cover that's not being paid and provided for. So even private care where you could walk in and have everything fixed and not worry about having to pay because you pay every month, now it doesn't work like that, and people are starting to suffer. In the private sector, in the healthcare sector, if only we could, all sit down and agree. I was saying to Tonya the other night that we had a wonderful thing called CODESA before we set up, or whilst we set up this democracy we have today, and I think I would say it's time for another sit down like that.
I think so.
30 years have passed.
I
A
think
lot of the
so.
leaders who took us into our democracy are gone. There's new leadership, there are new ideals, there are new
leadership.
problems, there are things that haven't been sorted out that need to. And I think a lot needs to be discussed as a country. And I do not trust the parliamentarians to be the only people, or politicians, while they campaign and look for votes, being the only people talking about it and working this out. I think it's time
agree.
for another Codesa. I really do.
Thank you very much.
I agree. But
The only politician who's left back from when we were doing Codesa is Helen Ziller, and she was a backbencher then anyway.
we don't want Helen.
Yeah,
We
you
definitely
if you say
don't
Donald
want
Trump
Helen.
or Helen Zeller, you get Tonya's finger. If you say Helen
We
Zeller
do
or Donald,
not
you,
want Godzilla.
she does
We
not
do
like
want
Helen
her.
Zeller. I don't mind Helen
I'm not
Zeller.
saying I want to. I'm just saying if you look at all the crop of politicians we have now,
Here we go.
the only one left from the Codesa days
Yes,
is possibly Helen Ziller. and
possibly, because she may
backbencher
not have
back
played much of a part in it back then.
then. Exactly.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, Jacob Zuma was probably there.
Yeah.
No, Ramaphosa was.
Yeah.
Oh, very much Ramaphosa was.
Yeah. All right. I just wanted to have a fun show and show the dogs and say hello to my friends. Say hello to my little
Mona
friend.
is saying that you're missing the plot now.
Is it?
Yeah?
Let me check what the comments have to say.
Okay.
Donald Trump reminds me of. You see, here it goes. I hear Tonya. I'd love to see. You've got a whole team here, Tonya. You've got people behind
Team
you.
Tonya! Nice.
My goodness, so nice to see you, says Bev Lloyd. Putin will eat Trump for breakfast. Where does that come from?
That's true.
But where does
And
that
so
come from?
So will Che. He
He
will as
can't,
well.
man. America's like 100 times the size of Russia.
Not
Mate,
quite. You forget about
Not quite.
Siberia.
yeah, and
No,
all
I'm not
those,
talking about
weapons over
geographically.
there.
I'm talking about in terms of economic power in the world. Everything's about money.
Oh,
America is the
it's all
money.
about weapons, babe.
No,
It's about
money,
weapons,
not weapons.
money.
The money buys the weapons.
Listen, they
Without
shut
the
down
money,
Russia's whole-
you can't
they-
have the weapons.
They shut down Russia's
listen,
SWIFT
if
code
Ukraine
to
is
transfer
running-
money.
Oh, it's just a
And-
mess. Look at this. It's just an absolute. I was just trying to read comments.
Do you think Gareth Cliff has this trouble on his
No,
show?
his team is under control. They respect him. They love him.
We love you, Tom.
Oh, yeah,
Can I have a drum roll? Come on, a drum roll it, please. Come on. No?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Patricia, welcome back. Pubi Pile, what's up, Tom? Where's the drum roll? There we go. Ursula Jacobs, awesome, Sheldon. Congratulations. Mona Minnar, Tom, I think you have lost the plot. What happened to the Tom London show that would be and should be about the shocking health problems in our country?
What?
Yeah. Okay. The video that went viral has given you this
Take
boom
off.
massage. Well, that is true. So let's address that because I don't like to hide away from anything. Tom, I think you've lost the plot. What happened to the Tom London show that would and should be about the shocking health problems in our country? The video that went viral when you and Helen Jones were giving you this boom in social media. Right, Mona. Well, so firstly, you're right. I didn't expect a video that I made about a crappy hospital to do 10 million views. And I didn't expect a lot of people to start watching me or following me because of that. I also, when that happened to me, and I was saved by the generosity of others, I made some promises. One of the promises I made was that I was going to try and pay back as much as I could. So if I saw someone in trouble, then I would try and help them. And I have tried to do that, and I consistently do try and do that. And we get somewhere, actually. We every couple of months, we change another life for the better. It's not easy. It takes up, it takes up time. And it's through that we are learning that this healthcare situation that you're talking about is it's such a complex problem. It's not easily dissected and it's not easily fixed.
Yep.
So that was one of the promises I made. The other was that I would always be vocal about the healthcare problems in our country. I would always be vocal about it. Always.
The people's proxy.
And there's nothing in healthcare that I have not highlighted or spoken about on this show. Side note, the Tom London Show is a show that has been my property, my intellectual property, for 30 years. It's what I called my first radio show, and it's the name that I carried through all my radio product, through a number of podcasts that I've done over the years. This is not the first online show that I've done. And so the Tom London show was never designed back in 1994 or whatever, or 5, to be a show to fix the healthcare problems in South Africa. The Tom London show has always been a gathering of minds for different reasons. Some days to laugh and have fun, some days to look at a serious problem and try and fix it, and some days to have the kind of conversations like we're having today about a serious issue in our country. People leaving, some people laughing about it, some people saying good riddance, etc. All for valid reasons. So, whilst I understand your frustration that you're not tuning into a show that I'm coming on air every day and showing you another picture of another tap that's broken, that may be the expectation. And if that's the expectation, I apologize for letting you down. As a media practitioner, and I think other media producers and practitioners would agree with me, if all I did every day was show you another broken tap, the tune-out factor would be huge. People would stop watching because it would just be the same thing every single day. If all
got a response.
If all I did was every 3 hours of every day put another Backer Buddy campaign request on my timeline, and all you ever saw on Tom London's timeline was another request for donations, another request, another request, another request, another request, another request, like I'm seeing in my personal life. You don't get to see it because they're not asking you, right? If all I did was put that up, people would turn their back on whatever effort I make for change. There's no ways, and this is why I mentioned it earlier on, I don't think people understand the state of our healthcare system. I've said it on more than one occasion, and if you want me to talk about this for a few minutes, I will, Mona. When is South Africa going to understand that our healthcare system is on its knees? It is not crumbled, it's crumbling. I was watching an interview with the head of forensic pathology from Wits University last night. It's a Department of Health department, forensic pathology in South Africa. There's a shortage of forensic pathologists in South Africa, so there are not enough people to do the job, and they are still using paper. They are still using paper. The same system they were using 200 years ago. The processes, the systems are so far behind, so under-resourced, so underfunded, that they can't even promise you a decent standard. The fact that they managed to get people through our mortuaries in this country is a miracle, but not without 100 million horror stories. Same applies to our hospitals. Now, when you've been in one of these hospitals and you've seen the problems, you will forever be a campaigner. You will be someone who, at any opportunity, says we have to change. At any opportunity that you presented with change, you'll take it. But people have been shielded by this. Good health shields you from this problem.
Yes.
So while you're healthy, you don't have to worry about hospitals.
Yeah.
That was my story. Having money and a medical aid and insurance can shield you from this problem, but more and more people are telling me they're having similar problems in private.
Exactly.
So it all points to a massive decline and huge problem in our healthcare system, one that is not going to get better. The real problem is when you look overseas for examples we could use that are working. All the examples that were presented to us are broken. They're not working. So God only knows how you solve the healthcare crisis we've got in this country. Every 5 minutes of my life, showing you another broken tap, another person sleeping on the floor, another Backer Buddy campaign. Is not going to change a damn thing. I tell you what's going to change something is when the people of South Africa do not like their elected officials. When people of South Africa decide you are not doing a good job and I'm voting you out, that's when we will see change. It will take 10 million Tom Londons to change the healthcare system in this country, and it will take 100 politicians to do it, the right ones. Yeah. And I've thought about this, and I'm not trying to be adversarial, and I'm not trying to have a fight. I've thought about this. Tonya and I had these discussions right at the beginning of the show. How much medical content do we do? Remember, I've left 3 days open that we're not running a show, that I can put medical content. When I come up with the right concept and the right people, I can put another talk product up. So I've left room for any eventualities. But Tonya and I have spoken about this. How much medical content can we put on? If we the questions are simple ones. Can we put on a new request every show? No, we can't. The answer is no, because every time we put on
people don't have the money.
People now when we started, the first Backer Buddy request we got a bit of cash. Then when we ask a second time, it gets a little bit less. If we ask at the end of the month, we've got a bit of a shot. But definitely on this platform and the size of this audience, even the size that I've inherited, as you say, there are not enough people watching the show. There are not enough people around this watering hole that if I say, here's a Backer Buddy campaign every Tuesday and every Thursday, that we will actually make a dent in those Backer Buddy campaigns. That's the other dismal side of this, that there's going to be so much donor fatigue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because we weren't seeing this a year or 2 years ago. Now on Facebook every day I see another person and people I know who are asking for money for medical purposes. I'm seeing it
this week.
I'm seeing it every day.
Yeah.
And there's donor fatigue. There's not just I can't donate. There's I can't anymore. People do that. I can't anymore. And then we stuffed. So just to go back to the original point, Mona, I take what you're saying, and believe me, at 12 o'clock tonight, I'll be thinking about your comment, and I always self-reflect, and I think a second time. But I hope you'll take what I'm saying to you from where it comes, that there's so much that I can do to change the healthcare situation and change lives in this country, and we strategically, as a team, and I strategically choose a person here, a person there, that I know we can make a life-changing difference to. That without us, they would be in real trouble. And we've got it right a few times.
What about Ginny? What about Ginny?
Let's.
And maybe Mona needs an update about Ginny.
Well, I can tell you the cold hard truth about Ginny. We're going to need 250,000 rand. So who's going to step up with the money?
Yeah, we're going to ask you for cash next week.
We're going to ask Mona for money.
Yeah. We're going to ask you for cash. And we hope that you can give us cash, but we know that you're not going to give us 250,000.
We're going to ask Mona. We're going to ask Gail.
You see, there's the problem right there. Right, there's the problem. We are sitting, and I keep saying it, we are sitting with thousands and thousands of cases like this. People that have got cancer that can't get the treatment. People that need heart surgery that can't get the operations. People with broken bones that they can't fix their bones. And it's all over, and it is rife. Now, this is not a business that you can go to Hello Peter and complain about. These are institutions run by government, and above that, we have politicians that control everything. Change the political landscape, for God's sakes, if you want decent healthcare in South Africa. That's what I'm saying. I'm not a fan of the DA. I don't think they'll be able to do it, and I'm not a fan of most political parties. I don't have much faith in, I've got to tell you, and that's what makes it dire for me, because I think, well, if you say, get out, you guys, GNU government, we don't like you, you're not going to do any different, you're not going to help us, the hospitals will kick you out and replace you, who the heck with? And so that's my frustration as a South African. And, after all of that, you know what I want? Do you know what I want to do? I want to go to the American embassy. I want to tell them that I am. I'm serious. I want to tell them I'm persecuted, and I want to go in Texas somewhere. Take me to Dallas where the girls are pretty.
Please don't leave.
I'm scared of reading the messages today.
We want to talk about the dogs now, man.
I also want to talk about that. I'm scared of reading the messages. This is what happens.
No, you can't shy away from the messages.
Tonya knows this. Tonya knows I was a talk show host and she knows I know how to do this. She knows.
And check the comments have gone like that, Tom. So you can't.
She knows that if someone has a complaint about me, she knows I'll address it. She knows. She knows I can do hard talk. She knows, and I don't.
I know. And so well. And look how good you are at it.
No, I like having fun.
no.
All right, what else is going on? Do the refugees know how to use a mop? Oh, man. It's not easy leaving. If you leave friends, family, and food, if you hadn't encountered crime, you'll think differently. Brackpan and Texas are not the same time London, says Corin Atwell. Corin, please, I want you to write in the comment section where you have grown up and lived, please. If it's Brackpan, put Brackpan there. I want to know if you are from Brackpan. All right. I'm going to be trolling the comment section now, looking to see where you grew up. Put it in the comment section now. Brackpan and Texas are not the same. They're exactly the same, man. Una Gaida, all South Africans are suffering under the crime rate, agree, but the emphasis is on all, says, yeah. My tenants and family are caught in a crossfire shootout on Monday in Pinetown where a guy started. You see?
Oh my God.
You see?
Sorry.
You see, we are
but
hurting.
they're not Afrikaners farmers.
We are hurting. The big boss says they can come in. That's the CEO of the world says.
I don't like that you're calling the CEO of the world because he's not.
In reality, he is.
Self-appointed CEO of the world.
We are definitely hurting. People agree. You know. Sometimes I'll be honest, Mona. Sometimes I do the show to try and relieve myself and other people of the shit we see around us in this country on a daily basis. Sometimes I just come on here and I play doctor radio with you guys. So that I can go back and work out how we're going to find 250K for a child. We shouldn't have to find that money for, man.
No, we shouldn't.
You should see Tom about 5 minutes before the show starts.
Yeah, not the
Some
same
days
time.
he's in tears, and 5 minutes later he's the happiest man
I
on
know,
earth.
a dancing monkey. Julian Corona grew up in Brackpan. Hey.
I feel good.
Jolene says, Jolene says, don't have one comment message dishearten you. You have a great show going every time. It's something different, makes it exciting. That's what I try and do, Jolene. So thank you. You've hit the nail on the head from my intentions are concerned. But I do want to say that if I disagree with Mona or anybody or somebody disagrees with me, I'm not saying footsack, you need to go live in America now because you don't like what Tom London's doing. I'm not saying that. That's fine. Let's disagree and push me. And I don't mind being pushed. I don't mind being criticized. I don't mind being, Tom, what about this? Because you know what, Mona? The real truth is at 2:00 this morning, I lie in bed and go, maybe I'm not doing enough health stuff at the moment. Maybe Mona's right.
Tommy, stop it. Stop it. This is nonsense.
I'm serious.
It's the moon, guys.
It's not
this
the
is just
moon, man.
No, this is the moon. Do you want to hear my theory?
Margaret says, don't let Mona upset you. No, I want to talk about Mona.
Mona.
It's made a valid point.
It's merely her own opinion, and I agree. That's what I'm saying. It's Mona's opinion, and I still love Mona.
And I agree with Mona.
All right.
I agree. Like, it would be wonderful if Tom London could come onto the show and push a button and say, guys, we've got these 20 cases. They all need help. Here's where you put your dollar in. Sorry, it doesn't work like that.
I wish it did.
Yeah, the first thing is, Tom, let me also have a word with you. Because there's a lot of admin here that I take care of, right? So the first thing is that query legitimate? For example, like our owl went through a hard time recently because there was a case where he really wanted to help and there's nothing we can do. Nothing whatsoever.
Yeah.
And then you start feeling like a hard and horrible person because you can't help that person who's in trouble and you know they're in trouble. But there's nothing you can do. It's not something that money can fix. It's not something that publicity can fix. It's just what it is. So, like, there's Tom's mailbox. He will never see your email. I'm sorry. Forget about it. You know, he opens his WhatsApps in the morning and he has to go to 6,000 before he gets to talk to me. I mean, that's what he does. He's doing it every day. Okay, rant over.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You feel better now?
Listen. I learned this a long time ago on talk radio in this country, where every day we spoke about current affairs and news-driven topics, problems of the day,
Yes.
things of the day. I understand the format very, very well. I can do it. What made me different at 702 was that I didn't do that every show.
Yeah.
Because
that's
I
true.
noticed if you do that every show, you just get the same people every time saying the same thing. And it's like an echo chamber. And I don't want to be an echo
Boring.
chamber. I want people to disagree. I want Mona to be able to say, Tom, you're not doing enough of that. I want Vanessa Schmidt to say, mock the farm murders, ... You know, remind.
Oh,
I do. I want those reminders. I want things to think about. I don't want to agree with everyone around me. I want to see your point of view. I want to have fun with you. I don't think we can bond as human beings and South Africans if all we do is scream and shout. I do not think that. I think we need to have some fun together sometimes to be able to talk about the hard stuff. That's me. That's my brand. And I hope it's good enough for you, Mona. I'm like, really do hope that I see another comment on another show and that you continue watching. I really do hope it's good enough for you, and my commitment and promise that I'll take your comments seriously. And if we can do more, we will do more. I promise you that. And if that promise is good enough for you, I hope you come back and have fun with us, because that's probably what you're going to be doing most of the time on the show when we're not doing the serious stuff, is having fun. And if it's not good enough for you, then I have to step back and say there are better podcasters like Penwell, like Sizwe and Mpofu Walsh, and many that I admire and that I turn to for the hard stuff. And so those are the guys that I think we should be putting pressure on, not Tom London, to actually talk more about the healthcare sector, because they're ignoring it, actually. Yeah. Anyway, oh man, the show's almost finished and I never even got to talk about your dogs.
No, let's talk about my dog.
Or Cyril Ramaphosa going off to see Donald Trump.
I'm so excited about that.
How can you be excited about that?
I'm excited because he's going to wear a suit.
Who?
What?
Cyril Ramaphosa.
Of course, he always wears suits.
Okay, so that's the first thing. And the second thing,
She's playing on the Zelensky thing there. She's playing on the Zelensky thing. That's what's going on.
Do you know what's in the pockets of that suit?
What, in Cyril's suit?
you'll find
Cash, money. There'll be money stuffed in the...
No, that's what it...
US dollars that came out of the...
Yeah. But in the left pocket, he's got Zelensky. And on the right pocket, he's got Putin.
You reckon that our president is...
He pulled a Trump card.
Oh, wow. So you reckon our president is flying there, and in his one pocket he got Zelensky, in the other he got Putin. And that way he's not going to get shouted at by JD Vance.
He's good. And he can't be shouted at by Vance, because guess what?
He could. I think
he's wearing the suit.
Who would have shouted at Zelensky? No world leader would have shouted at Zelensky, and Trump did. Now, our president's going there. Look at the timing of this. You got to hand it to countries and their PR teams and things. You've just got the 40 Afrikaners from Boksburg go and land in Texas waving American flags because of the right. Now Cyril's coming in. He's got Zelensky and Putin in one pocket, in the other pocket, and it's like, okay, all right, you put your genocide on the table, and I'll put my Russians. Kapah!
Yeah,
is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
Happen.
Really?
And he's going to say, right, I'm going to broker the peace deal. And Trump promised that. He said, I'll end the war before I even enter office. He said that. And of course, he hasn't achieved that. In fact, him and Putin are not on very good terms anymore.
Well, that's what the media tells you, yeah.
That's what the media tells us. Okay, we're all talking about what the media tells us. So if that is the case, and then Ramaphosa becomes the white knight. If that is true, then you got to be pretty impressed by our president. I don't like him, but
I don't like him either.
Card.
You don't like our president?
Card.
You don't like our president now?
I don't like
both
him.
of you? Why didn't you tell me this before you came and worked on the show with me? This is very dangerous, you people saying stuff like that live on. You can't say you don't like the... I love the president.
I loved my president. I don't like him anymore. He lied to me.
All right.
Often.
Okay, so I'm worried he's going to get shouted at.
No.
I'm worried he's going to...
Not a
Yeah,
chance,
J.D.
Sarah.
Vance starts screaming at Cyril Ramaphosa like that. I'm worried.
Can you imagine? It'll be quite entertaining, though.
Trump doesn't... He doesn't care. He could have our president standing right next to him with Putin and Zelensky in his pockets, and Trump could still scold him or do something. I'm worried here. I am. I'm worried. Remember, Donald Trump's the best reality show producer in the world. Yeah, and he's the CEO of the world now. He's the groot baas.
Self-appointed groot baas. Self-appointed.
Imagine if Jacob Zuma was the president going to go sort all of this out.
Exactly. You should be happy Ramaphosa's here, Oaks. Come on. Can we look at my dogs now?
All right, let's show you Tonya's dogs.
Guys,
Are we
the
looking
story
at
behind
a
this
puppies
is so
or
long.
repeat?
These are Pekingese. They're way down on the dog Are they Pekingese? What dogs are these? Pekingese. They're Pekingese dogs. They're way down on the dog list of intelligence. There's a list of dog breeds and intelligence, and Pekingese are not very high up they're in the 90s, I think. There they are, Tonya's dogs, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they're the little puppies. Let's hear it for the dogs.
I thought we were talking about Tanya's toes.
No, this is her dogs. She's getting puppies delivered.
To my dog.
Real live dogs. Okay.
Real live
so
Pekingese.
iconic,
One has a
man.
tongue. You can confirm that the one has a tongue at least. Tonya loves dogs. Tonya loves dogs with breathing problems. Yeah, she loves dogs with breathing problems.
Thank you very much.
I love dogs with no noses.
You love dogs with no noses. All right,
Yeah.
there we go.
Open your sliding doors more, Tonya.
You
Went
reckon?
straight into the wall, mate.
So those are Tonya's dogs. She'll get in 2 of those delivered. Well, we hope so, because
No, we know so now.
I was
Thank
going to talk
goodness.
about my Chinese shopping experience today.
Timu,
The Timu
did you go back on
shopping.
Timu?
Yeah,
He spun the wheel, Al.
it's a big store. I haven't bought any of that. I've actually got my stuff here. I wanted to show everybody.
Pick it up in one hand and put it apart with the other. Yo.
So Tuesday, wait, I'll tell you about I'll show you my stuff I bought from Temu, and I'm going to tell you about my Temu trauma just after the commercial break, because we need to hear from the people who bring you the show, Suzuki Ravonia and Suzuki Kyalami, the home of happy customers, baby.
Happy.
Hi, I'm Liam Winter, your Suzuki sales expert, and I have the privilege today to speak to you about the amazing Suzuki Franks. The Suzuki Franks comes in 2 different trim levels, the GL and the GLX spec. Both are available in manual and automatic transmissions. Both our Suzuki Franks trim levels come standard with mag rims, daytime running lights, and both follow the liquid design philosophy of Suzuki. So it's not only the exterior that is absolutely out of this world, it is the interior. And here are a few creature comforts that I'd like to show you. So as standard, our Franks is fitted with cruise control, automatic climate control, and a 7-inch landscape touchscreen that connects wirelessly to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So, if you upgrade to your Suzuki Franks GLX model, you get a 360-degree camera, keyless start, and a graphic heads-up display. With so much stock being available, don't delay, inquire today and find out why Suzuki Kyalami and Suzuki Ravonia are the homes of happy customers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alistair is getting new teeth.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Before we came on, Alistair said he's going into hospital tomorrow. And he's going to get the teeth that don't work pulled out, and he's going to sort his mouth out, right? And we were so excited. And then I said, how much of it do you want to be private? And then how much do you want to be public about it? And he said, no, I don't mind. I mean, that's what's going to happen. So, and then during the ad break, I was thinking, what's the right way to say Alistair's getting new teeth? And then I thought, well, that's the only way.
It's the only way to say it is that's what it said.
Yeah. So,
Thank you, Tom.
can we have 3 cheers, please, for...
Yay!
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 On a serious note, though, however,
Yeah.
our young Juanita was in hospital yesterday and today. So if we could just keep her in our thoughts, please.
Who's Juanita? Juanita who?
Our lady that won the prize that the crispy
Juanita Nevo?
Oh,
Really?
Janita V, man. Foster.
Foster, yeah.
Foster, yes.
She's in hospital?
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Well,
She went in yesterday morning for an operation, and I don't know if she's home yet, but she's apparently going to be there for 2 or 3 days.
well, we wish her all the best and send her all our
Press
love.
her.
Yeah. And
Yeah, for sure.
crispy waffles soon, we hope.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. We could make this like a hospital club. If everybody just goes to hospital, we could just call it the hospital club. Ramaphosa is a wolf in sheep's clothing, a jackal. No,
Yeah.
I like Cyril Ramaphosa. Let me just put this on record, please, that I admire the man. I think he's far tougher than people think, and he's way more strategic than you could even give him credit for.
That's true.
I really, really do. I may even have worked for him before, but I never said that. I do. I do admire him. But I'm worried because it doesn't matter who you are, how good you are, the CEO of the world.
Thank you very much.
He's there, walk in there with the village people, start shouting at you.
Where's the song?
You
Yes.
can't play the whole thing.
I know.
Full copyright.
I know it's going to get copyright struck. What else is going on in our comment section? Good luck for tomorrow, Alistair.
Yeah, good luck, Al.
Hope you didn't order Alistair's new teeth from Temu.
Yeah, from him. I'm going to Chinese teeth like Chinese eyes.
Yeah, you start talking Chinese.
Chinese.
Oh, man. Oh, gee, don't get me talking about the Chinese and the East. I've been watching documentaries on China, on Vietnam, and Japan. I dearly want to visit those countries. Anyway, so I made they throw these things at you over and over again, and then one day the little 32-piece miniature screwdriver set starts looking really good, and you press the button. I know.
You spin the wheel.
I know. I didn't go to Santon City, but
you spin the wheel. You don't press the button.
You spin the damn wheel, man. And I know that while the wheel's spinning, that it's not really a real wheel, and it's not gonna, it's not like it's my
either.
it's not like it's my good luck that
It's
I
just
landed on
taking
free
time,
gift,
right?
So I spun the wheel of doom, the Temu wheel of doom. And then it landed. I had 2 wheels, actually. The one said free gifts, and the other one went click, 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 and then it went 2,000 Rand. And I went,
Yes.
huh?
We all get it, Tom.
I went, huh? I can spend $2,000 or $1,500 or something. I can spend this money? Wow. Said you must download the app. Yeah, okay, but download the app.
Done.
Next thing, I say, want that ear cleaning set, please. The 7-piece stainless steel ear cleaning precision. I need that in my life. So you put the order in, and then it says, okay, congratulations. You got to spend like another 360 Rand to get And I got no idea how it works. Like, there's no ways to calculate what's about to happen to you except just keep buying stuff until it says
buy.
you've bought enough. And so I just kept buying things.
That's like being given a credit card from African Bank or something.
You must,
I think it's gambling. It's really gambling.
yeah, it's like sitting at a slot machine. So, and I was just picking things that I didn't know I needed. So
You don't need.
So right, my first, this is what I really wanted was my,
Okay, little reveal.
I want, this is, you can see you can keep it on your belt or your key ring in case you need to clean your ears when you're out on the road.
So it arrived.
I'm very proud of these. But first what happened was I went out and worked on Tuesday, and then all of a sudden I got a notification that said, the parcel's on the bakkie went to your house, you weren't there. And I was like, what? I've missed my ear cleaning set now. And then I spoke to a robot, and then the robot told me the bakkie would come again the bakkie will come again tomorrow with your Temu order. It's tomorrow. So asked Tonya. Yesterday, I spent the whole day sitting on my stoep watching the gate.
He was so grumpy. He was so
and then the
grumpy.
black cat walked across the driveway.
No, they didn't even need a black cat yesterday. I was grumpy enough just watching. From 9 o'clock to 6 p.m. last night, I sat on my stoep watching the driveway like a kid waiting for Father Christmas to arrive. And then eventually a car came up the driveway, and this man gave me my Chinese gifts. And I am just over the moon. Check this out. Check my utensils out here. I'm the proud owner of these very special ear-scraping tools. Look at that. Don't they look lethal? So, aren't they lovely?
Tom, just don't put a jacket on and put it on the inside pocket of your jacket.
No,
please.
no. You see, it comes. It comes with this thing here, so you can put it on your belt. And well, ideally you put it on your.
Because you needed to carry it on your belt.
Yeah, ideally you put it on your assistant's belt, and then they.
Thank you very much.
Whenever you need your ears cleaning equipment, you just tell your assistant to give you the ear cleaners. So I bought that.
That looks like a James Bond lockpick system.
I know, but then the next day I saw a much fancier earpiece, things with in a satin black finish, and I felt that I'd bought the Pep Store version. So
Nothing wrong with Pep stores. I love Pep stores.
no, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying that when you buy
Tonya,
it,
that's all you've got down in Sodwana, isn't it?
Yes,
Thank
it
you very
is.
much.
very
right,
much
Al.
like the back
You've been
sticks
here
of
then.
Texas.
I'd
So-
be fine.
So check this out. This is my little 32-piece screwdriver set that I never knew I didn't need.
Job, that will fit in 2 fingers.
Now
How
I
are you supposed to do anything with that thing so small?
now
I think it's only for glasses.
Yes,
Al.
for
You
small-
know, like the little thing on your glass.
yeah. If ever I have something that's got a little screw that needs to be screwed, I will go. Aha! No wonder I bought that. I was very smart to buy
It's not a little
Pick the
screw,
reading
it's a
glasses up,
micro
they break.
screw.
it. and then I bought this watch. I don't need a watch because I've got my. I love this Casio that I've got. But I got this watch here. Look at that. That
Was
was
it for
that,
free?
Wow.
55 rand, $55. $55.
It's really nice, actually.
It looks different in real life. It looks a little different in real life.
Drawer in your kitchen, please.
But I'm going to wear this. I'm going to wear this on the show. And then I got a torch, a USB. Let me just put you back there a bit. I got a USB torch.
Okay.
That you charge up, and it blinks red and goes green when it's charged, and it shows. It's like a spotlight. It puts out a spotlight beam. See, like a stage spotlight.
Do you need
See,
this for load
it's-
shedding?
See, it's like I've just arrived at the Alhambra Theatre, and now I'm about to. The Temu man will come tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar there's tomorrow.
now
Fast
on the
way
red carpet,
couriers are the people that will bring your gift tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar Temu's gonna catch you again tomorrow.
Tom, on the
I'm
issue of
blinded
the Alhambra Theatre.
by that.
Thank you very
Where
much.
is this Alhambra
you very
Theatre that
much.
you talk about?
I don't think it exists anymore. It used to be in Louis Bertha, didn't it? Next to Joe Teron, the hustler guy. Didn't he do it? I don't know what happened there.
Is it not the one
What's
in Durban?
going on in the
corner
comments?
of West?
No, I've got one more item to show you guys. No one said,
Oh, wow.
was that
Thank you
all,
very
Tom?
much.
Then,
Tanya Bernardi said, don't dare use those things in your ears.
I have to.
He already has.
It's- yeah.
I said the same thing.
Oh, God.
Earwax surgery.
I said, Tom, you're going to mess up your ears.
No, I'm
don't
a
use that
professional.
word,
I know what
use
I'm
other
doing.
words.
Stop it. You know where it comes from is these headphones. I have them really loud, and then even twice a week is enough for my ears to like make more wax than normal people. So I
You have
have,
to protect your eardrums.
yeah, I have to get it out. Otherwise, I'll end up with sinus problems, the ear problems. So they work very well. Can I just show you this little thing here?
Okay, yes.
I was stuck. I didn't know what else I didn't need in my life from Temu. And they said that I could buy this little security camera that goes up and down and left and right and follows you and talks to you and stuff. And you can watch it on. Now, by the way,
Tamagotchi.
this property's got security cameras on it, so I don't need a security camera. But it was too good to be true at 145 Rand. And I thought I'm going to buy it. And so I've got nowhere to put it, right? Absolutely nowhere to put this thing. And it's got no
On the
use
top of
of.
the wall of your shower.
Yeah, but why would I watch myself shower?
Oh, my God, that's so gross.
The problem is it doesn't work.
Alistairism. It doesn't work. Now, I still maintain that it does work.
Boo, Temu. Boo.
I maintain it does work.
So the one thing I
just-
don't need doesn't work, and I'm upset about it. I'm really upset about it.
No, I think it does
helling
work,
about
but I
this.
think you probably need a Chinese app to make it work. And that's the problem.
If anybody out there in YouTube or Facebook land has bought one of these things, these little like robot camera things,
Tamagotchis.
did you also have where it didn't work? Because when I plug it in, it's supposed to say something like power on, or it's supposed to say, but it doesn't say any of that. Nothing happens. No lights come on. Nothing. It doesn't. Nothing happens.
But there's
you
the
could charge
QR
it first.
code, right?
I've tried to charge it. I've put the thing on charge. But nothing works.
Is there a QR code? Is there a QR code?
Yes, I've done the app thing, but the app thing doesn't. It's got a guest mode, and when it doesn't see the device, and it asks you if the device is on. You say no, the device is not on. Then it says press the reset button till it says D or die. I don't know. It's died already. And so I don't know whether I hit the Temu bad luck wheel on. I think I hit the wheel, the bad. I'm thinking of using my 32-piece micro screwdriver kit and opening it up
Open it up.
to see whether there's anything inside.
Or if there's a short cable that's not connecting properly or something.
Thank you very much.
Well, you would hope it's
Thank you
that,
very much.
but it normally doesn't work out that way.
Oh, yeah, well,
Before we go, I want to show you the saved videos of the week, my little segment. And the first saved video this week is of this guy has worked out how to beat work. If you want to go, you're sick. This is how you chaffalitis your way out of work nowadays.
Okay, let's see it.
Ek las dit net hulle het my vanoggend opgeneem.
Oh, ja.
Hulle is besig met toetse. En dan het hulle nou die trap opgesit en dit maar so wil hulle net dat weet. Ek sal ongelukkig ook nie kan aan dalk werk toe nie. Ek sal julle op hoor.
Oh, that's funny.
'n Lekker dag.
That was very clever, don't you think? I thought that was very clever.
clever.
That was very clever. That's not going to work in Texas.
the only problem is most bosses in the country have now seen that video and they won't believe you.
That's right. Okay, here's the parrot. What is the three parrot videos? Oh, this one's just bird is the word. So this is quick.
Alexa, bird is the word.
Bird is the word. It's a bird, bird, bird. It's a bird is the word. It's a bird, bird, bird. It's a bird is the word. A bird, bird's a bird.
Alexa,
Oh, I thought I had it on the bird. It was me bobbing my head up and down. Bird is the word. A bird, bird, a bird. A bird is a bird. A bird, bird, a bird. Okay. Then there's this parrot
That's funny.
that tells you, I'm not going to hurt you before it bites you.
You're so
Okay.
strong.
What's the matter?
I don't want you to bite me.
No, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh.
That's the parrot saying that. Whoops.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Oh.
Oh,
It's going to bite her toes now.
No, baby.
It wants to. It's going to bite holes in her toes.
Nothing. I love you. I just said, I think we just need some time before we do that, okay? See, that's why.
See, it launched.
Oh,
I still think
Oh.
you're gonna bite me.
no.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, see?
See, it's a parrot. There we go. Parrot attack. That's it. See.
You scared me.
Not bad.
You tried to hurt me.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
You tried
Never trust a parrot that says
Never
I'm not
trust a
going to hurt you.
talking parrot.
Never trust a parrot that says I'm not going to hurt you. Then here's a parrot that announces when he's about to make a poo.
oh no.
Thank you very much.
Impressive.
That's funny, mate.
And then, just when you think that zebras are cute and kind, here's a zebra trying to drown a baby zebra.
No.
Yeah. I've always maintained that people ask me, what animal are you scared of? I say zebras. Look at this. Nature is amazing. Eh? People say nature is so wonderful. Yeah, look at that. That zebra's got the zig to that baby zebra. And lucky for the
Yes,
baby zebra.
lad.
Yeah, lucky for the baby.
Jeez, yuckle, stuckle.
Very lucky. And then,
Played by a crocodile.
oh, this is the Easter bunny. Oh, I got to set this up. This is wonderful. These are the kids going out for the Easter egg hunt, and they think they take in the Easter egg bunny's eggs. And the father has dressed up as the Easter bunny, and he's about to run into picture screaming, my eggs, they stealing my eggs. Are you ready?
Okay, ready? Oh no, that's
That's the kind of stuff I love. And then,
funny.
just as funny is this lady she's obviously not in Africa. She's living overseas. Black lady living overseas. And this is
Yeah.
how she disciplines her children. You're going to love
For
this.
example, do you know that my child doesn't know that he's the only child I have?
Really? How's
He
that?
thinks he has other siblings because I want him to behave.
Okay.
So he thinks I have siblings that I left behind in Africa because they were misbehaving. So every time we're watching those BBC adverts with children with sweat and flies on their face, big tummies, I'm like, look at Gloria, your sister. If only she cleaned her room. I
If
would have
only she
brought her.
cleaned her room, man. She would have come to America with us. Can you imagine being told that's your sister? Look, it's your sister.
I would
Only
absolutely
she
be
clean
cleaning
her
my room.
Oh,
I'd clean my
man.
room.
All right, so that's Flate. My story said, I've got nothing left on my running order.
That's
I've spoken
it.
about
Me
everything.
too.
Alistair, anything else you want to talk about?
Just that I'm going to be at the Jetleap High School on Saturday at the Pipe Bands Festival, the Highland Festival.
Oh, are you going to be playing in the bagpipe band?
No, I'm going to be dancing
Really?
over the course. I'm trying to cut my toenails.
Are you really going to be dancing?
No, I'm not. I'm going to go and see
Of
what it's
course
like there. Experience it and have some fun.
But you take your fake Scottish hat with you.
Look, fake Scottish hat. What? Never
You
been
were
so
the one who
insulted
said
in
your
my life.
ancestors were Fantondas or something. The last week, when
Yeah,
was it?
yeah.
You admitted that you weren't Scottish at all and you were actually Afrikaans.
No.
That's
You're-
you wanted to go
one
to
star.
America.
He's one step away. He's one step away. He's one step away. He's one step away. Watch how he went from Scottish to Afrikaans so quickly.
No, I'll be reporting from the Panhandle next week.
That's funny.
Am I going to
That's
be
very
somewhere? Let me
funny.
see if I'm going to be somewhere. I think is it this weekend that I'm at a market? 25th of May.
No, you've got the feelings, mate.
Oh, that's 25th of May. All right. No, I'll be at home. I'll be lying on my bed. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll go.
I'll be convalescing and preparing for my pup.
Maybe I'll go to Durban and have lunch with my dad on Saturday. I don't know. I haven't seen him for a while.
Come to the Highland Festival on Saturday.
Where is it?
Jeppy High School.
Do you know that when you tell someone in Jeppy that you live in Weltevreden Park, they say that's far?
Thank you very much.
So when you tell someone in Weltevreden Park that he must come to Jeppy, it's like, geez, that's very far. It's on the other side.
It's like trying to get to Randburg from Primrose, you know?
Should we do a couple of comments and say goodbye? Because we've ignored the comments, really. All right, let's do some comments.
And
great show, guys.
true.
Thank you so much. Love you guys, says Anita. Thank you. Jeppy rocks. You better agree, otherwise they blixem you, those. Like, so, no, Jeppy had a horrible reputation for being nasty fighters. My late husband bought one of these, never installed. That's the camera thing that's not working.
Okay, what are they saying?
I think yours is a dud. You can chat with me about Vietnam. Alistair knows I worked there, and Cambodia, China and Russia. Vietnam is awesome, beautiful, friendly people. But then recommend you also go to Angkor Wat in Cambodia on the same trip. Maybe I should organize a group tour. That'd be fun. Yeah. You want to go
I'd love to go to Cambodia.
You want to go to Cambodia?
Yeah.
Vietnam?
Much more than I want to go to the America.
That is not cheap as well.
Yeah. Your money goes a bit further. All right, what else have people got to say? We got 39 likes, 20 hearts, 12 ha-has, and 2 people cried. Those people are our friends, and the ones who didn't press the buttons are our mortal enemies. They can leave South Africa and never come back. That's it. The zebra is homicidal. The zebra can be a swine. Swine zebra. The parrot reminds me of our government. Apparently we push in Temu sales. Use Waxhole for them ears.
Really?
Hello from Val and Russell. Hello, hello. How's it? So have you ordered again? Asks Marlene. No.
Have you? Yeah,
Marlene, that's a beautiful question that you've asked me. And the truth is that I haven't. But Temu are currently sending me 5 messages a day trying to ask me to spin that wheel again.
That's the problem, isn't it?
And I saw a brimless a cap.
Oh no!
That I really wouldn't mind having. And I think I might
the wheel of death, though,
dip into the Temu wheel again.
It's the Temu wheel of death.
But you know, you can't buy one thing. You got to buy 5, at least 5 things.
And then after you've bought, then it says you can add this into your bag as well if you like.
Look, I'm happy. I got the ear cleaning stuff, and that's you know, where would I have got my hands on that? That had to come on. It amazes me they get it all the way from China to Weltevreden Park to me in like 4 days for $400.
Setswana, China. Nothing gets delivered to Setswana.
Can you get Temu? Temu gets the stuff to Setswana?
I am wearing Temu.
Oh wow! Oh wow! We are dressed by Temu now.
I'm dressed by Temu. I am.
Tonya was telling me they got the biggest advertising budget in the world, and now I'm like, why can't we get some of that Temu money?
Come on, at Temu, guys, in the comments. At Temu.
If we have any people who speak Chinese that can just. Because I don't know if we're going to get it to China. You got to speak Chinese. You see, I said it 10 years ago. I said it. I wish this country would listen to me, man. 15 years ago, I said. 15 years ago, I said, make sure that Chinese is one of our official Mandarin. Make sure that Mandarin is one of our official languages. Teach our children Mandarin, please. Teach them Mandarin. And we didn't.
My niece and nephew went to Mandarin.
Can you imagine if we had a couple of million youngsters in this country that could all speak Mandarin? Can you imagine what a competitive advantage that would be? But the government didn't listen to me.
Chinese is fast becoming a language in America too, eh?
I'm sure.
Do you think the Amerikaners that were so sad about the Bella Act taking Afrikaans out of their curriculum are going to cry when they find out Spanish is the second language in America.
It doesn't stop.
Just move to Oranje.
It doesn't. You Oaks, don't stop. I don't.
Yeah, they should move to Oranje. I agree. That's
Oh,
where they
stop
should
it,
be.
man. One of these days, I'm just going to go to that bloody embassy and say I'm a refugee and leave. Go look for a new audience. Go live in Texas.
Co-hosts.
We won't let you go.
No. We love you, Tommy. Let's go. It's time to go. It's long past time to go. My foot's sore.
Don't you dare use them in your ears. I already have. Well, you going? You going now?
Yeah, go. Yeah,
The
come on,
Danish are
let's
very
go.
meticulous about time. No wonder you sat waiting. I am. If someone says they're going to be at my place at 1 minute past, that's at 1 minute past. I expect you to be. I hate people who arrive late. I never arrive late. If I do, I feel like I need to commit harikiri and take myself off this earth out of embarrassment. I do believe in
I'm the
keeping
same.
time. Yeah.
It's true.
Okay. Monte Casino is waiting for you with big money. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Eh?
No.
Go put everything on red.
Niet.
All the best for tomorrow. Did you spin the wheel again? No, but I'll let you know on Tuesday. Let's see. Maybe between now and Tuesday. I think that's it. I think we're done. From Tonya Curry down
Anyhow.
in New Orleans, Sedwana Bay, Johannesburg, South Africa, in the southern suburbs there in Sedwana Bay. Thank you very much. Baby hearts from Alistair Jameson, who goes into theatre tomorrow and not to sing and dance.
Good luck, Al.
He's going to get gassed
Thanks.
tomorrow. Okay. Good luck, Alistair.
Well, I hope not.
Well,
But anyway.
we'll be keeping up to date with you tomorrow, and hopefully we'll share
Yeah.
some updates as well, because I know people are going to be on your side. We're all on your team here.
Thanks, man.
Team Alistair.
Yes.
Primrose. He hasn't been affected by the Zamazamas who are currently blowing up Germiston, according to News 24.
I'll be walking there.
But he is the only Jameson in Germiston. From myself to
Don't
you.
forget to make it a double.
Oh, there we go. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the smooth ending finished. I mean, that's it. It's done. This show was brought to you by Suzuki Rivonia, the home of happy customers.
And don't forget to tell them Tom sent you.